Hello, hi, Vanakkam, and welcome to Sea Change. This is Dr. Ilamparudi, welcoming you all on behalf of our Sea Change team. This is our first episode, and today we will be talking about the oldest universities in the world. First of all, let me give you some context. I am a teacher by profession, and I have been teaching in the Middle East for about 10 years. During a discussion, one of my colleagues told me that Al-Azhar University is the oldest university in the world. I was really shocked and surprised, because I know that Takshila University in ancient India is the oldest university in the world. When I told him this, he was also shocked and surprised. So we decided to dig deep. When we researched, we found out a few interesting things. I learned that he was not entirely wrong, because Al-Azhar University in Egypt is one of the oldest universities that continue to operate even today. And this is where the difference is. And that's not the only university. There are 4 oldest universities that continue to operate even today. And surprisingly, they are all in Africa. Believe me, yes. These are the other 3 oldest universities in Africa. Al-Azhar University was started in 970 AD, and even today it is considered to be a prestigious university. Al-Qarawiyyin University was started in 859 AD by one Fatma al-Fahri, and you will be surprised that it is the first university to be started by a woman. And all these universities were initially religious learning centers, and later on they started teaching other subjects as well. But if you type the oldest university in the world, you wouldn't get to see Takshila or Nalanda, nor would you see these 4 universities, but you would see one University of Bologna from Italy. This really intrigued me. Why Takshila or Nalanda is not mentioned? This is precisely what I studied back in school. Even if you want to say that an oldest university should be a university that continues to operate even today, these 4 African universities should be there. But neither do you see Takshila or Nalanda, nor do you see these African universities. On the other hand, you see a university from Italy. What? Why? When I probed this deep, I came across a research paper. This research article beautifully captures the problem. The researcher says that the definition of the university is the problem here. So they define university in an Eurocentric way, so that they can exclude higher education institutions from other regions. Obviously, there is enough evidence, solid evidence, to suggest that there were higher education institutions in different parts of the world. India, Africa, and in China. But they chose to define the university using certain criteria so that their institutions get the advantage, rather the undue advantage. So the researcher himself has listed all the ancient institutions of higher education. Look here, you can clearly see 2 things. First of all, Many Indians have been under the impression that Takshila University is the oldest university in the world. But no, we are wrong. This table tells you why we are wrong. In addition to this, ancient Egyptians had their own higher education institution which was called the House of Life. So on the basis of what we have discussed, we can arrive at the following conclusions quite legitimately. Point number 1. We have understood that the definition of university as it is thought of today is Eurocentric. And if we do away with this, the oldest university was not started in 1088 but way before, in 2000 BC. And it is absolutely essential on our part to give up the idea that Takshila University is the oldest university in the world. Now we know that the oldest higher education institution was in China and in ancient Egypt. Nonetheless, Takshila is well known for something, and knowing about this is going to teach us a lot for the future also. So we are going to discuss that in our next episode. Until then, take care. See ya.